the therapist part is so interesting. How we keep talking about. So we talk about, because I hear people talk about, some people want to be heard and some people want to fix the issue, and we're talking about therapy. The ironic part is we can admit that. Well, some people don't believe in stats, some people don't admit this. That's fine, but the facts are that outcomes favor when the child is raised by the father. That's the fact. If the father's involved, the outcomes of that child dramatically heighten what they can achieve, what they can do, what they are, and that's a fact. But we're talking about therapy right now. So it's ironic how we're keeping the children away from the fathers that would help prevent the therapy that's needed later in life, because you don't need therapy if you're not broken, if you're not messed up, right? But yet we're not going back to the.
I think all people.
So we're not. So we're putting a Band-Aid over the. So therapy.
All people need therapy at some point in their life.
And that's what most women. That's what most women want to bring to society. Most men don't think that. I'm not saying men shouldn't get it, but most men don't think that all people need therapy, because we're saying all people need therapy, but we're not saying, well, all babies need their fathers. That makes absolutely no sense. It's like you're putting a Band-Aid over a boob.
I never said that.
Who said that?
I'm not saying y'all specific. We talking generals here, as far as, but since I've been watching the Lapeef Network, I've been talking in general.
That hasn't come up though. We just
like
said
general.
I was telling him to be vulnerable. You don't have to cry. I was trying to explain to him about emotions.
I'm connecting the dots because Lady O directly mentioned about give the babies to the fathers
at a certain age, not as an infant.
Give the children to the fathers.
At what age? Because that matters.
It doesn't 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It don't matter. It does not matter. Let the children be involved. Let the children, because if they're involved, if the fathers are involved, I guarantee you, we'd be having less of a therapy conversation.
Hey, we got to remember, we can't tell her it don't matter because it matters to her. But what you're talking about, it doesn't matter statistically in the outcome of raising kids. But we can't. So that's where she's coming from.
Give the kids to the baby, the dad.
No, what he's saying is that it's a proven fact now, and there's over 400 studies proving it, that if a father raises a child, the ideal outcome is a 2-parent household. That's the ideal. That's where you get the best results. The second best results come from a father. The worst results come from a mother. And the crazy thing is that the results between a single father household and a 2-parent household is negligible. So what he's speaking to is the fact that has been proven over and over again.
Outcomes, what did the dad, single dad, raise that was better than the mom?
Everything. There's like 20
they're less likely to live in poverty. Single fathers are less likely to live in poverty.
Kids raised by single mothers are 80% more likely to go to jail. Single kids raised by mothers are 85% more likely to kill themselves. They're 75% more likely to drop out of high school. They're also 40% more likely to be domestic violence perpetrators. So
who all here was raised by their mother and father in the same household? Who?
I was raised by my father.
Me. I was raised by my mom.
I was raised by mother and father.
My mom and dad split up when I was little.
Okay,
she got remarried to my stepdad.
So we got 2.
I was raised by my dad's stepmom.
I was literally raised practically by my mother and grandmother. My grandmother, and my grandfather, basically.
But when you go look at the men on these panels and the ones that get emotional, the ones that are saying start giving y'all the same energy y'all give them, like when you're being condescending or having an attitude or doing all that ratchet shit, those men are the ones who were raised by women who act like y'all. And I'm not saying y'all specifically here, but the women in general who act like that. That's how you can tell. So if you ask that, say if you go on somebody else's panel or the next time you're on one, ask that question and you're going to see all the bitch-made men were raised by women.
Usually.
I was raised by women.
We see that in everyday life.
You're not talking about you in white though.
Oh no. So in white, let's be clear, champ. Some women do get it right? Some women, it's a lot of women out here that got brothers, uncles, and other men around them. That those men, she has a village. But what we're talking about is these women who actually raise these kids by themselves, leave them at their grandma's house, have them surrounded by women, and then expect them to grow up and just magically turn into men.
My mama kind of did.
The most male involvement most of these kids get is from sports. And the shitty thing is, a lot of these kids end up sucking at sports, so they don't get to play. So they don't even stay in them systems long. And then the ones that do tend to be the athletes you see in school. They probably go somewhere, do something, get college scholarships, whatever. But we can't
and that's
act
why
like
Lady O said stop having their kids, stop having sex with them. Then we won't have all these kids out here so they can say, "Oh, single mom, he don't got no daddy." Stop giving these. Everybody don't deserve to be a father. Everybody don't deserve to be a father. Everybody don't deserve to have no lineage or no legacy. Y'all need to zip up y'all cat.
I will say this. I was raised by my single auntie, which I think is worse than a single mother. And then after that,
I felt bad.
My grandmother took over all of those. They didn't get it right. What happened for me was I went to the military, and the military got me right. It told me not to wear my heart on my sleeve, to be disciplined, have some type of bearing.
Yeah, they teach us that in boot camp. No heart on your sleeve.
And my first line supervisor taught, and I always remember, he said, "Man, don't never bottle nothing up. Channel it through something. Always channel it through something. And when you're right, especially when you're right, always be express yourself. Don't feel bad for expressing your emotions, your anger, none of that."
Hey, I'm gonna go on record, ladies, and before y'all co-sign this, wait till you hear the whole statement.
Okay.
I'm on record saying I think the majority of men are losers. Like that 80% that women don't want, I think the majority of those men are losers. The problem is y'all are fucking them and having kids by them. So y'all having babies by losers. So now these losers y'all are having kids with don't want to raise their kids. They can't raise their kids because, again, not trying to be funny. If you get raised by a bitch ass nigga, you're gonna be a bitch ass nigga too. Regardless if you raised by, a ratchet ass woman, you're gonna grow up to be a bitch one way or the other. But so the problem is for y'all gotta stop fucking the niggas that y'all willing to settle for after you done wasted the majority of your life chasing the niggas who didn't want you.
That'd be my whole argument. Nobody want to hear. Nobody want to hear my argument. That's what I've always said to that.
So I agree with you to an extent, because just the way you can tell women stop having babies by these kids, you gotta tell these niggas stop laying around with these nothing ass bitches neither.
We say that all the time. That's the problem though.
The
world tells men not to do that, and most men don't have access to vagina no way.
And women cannot teach men how to be men.
No. A man can teach you how to be a woman.
I said what I said.
A man can teach you how to be a woman.
I disagree there, and this is why. A man can't teach a girl to be anything he's not. But what men do with their daughters is they install discipline and chastity in their daughters. That's what a father does with his daughter. He doesn't teach her how to be a woman. He teaches her not to be a hoe.
Pretty much.
That's 75% of the job.
That's 75% of the job for most men. It's like,
lady, I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
How long you been married?
I was married for 10 years, and then I was with someone for 13 years. We did not marry.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. So you're not married right now?
No, not right now. No, I haven't been married in a long time. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My kids are married, but I'm not married. Mm-hmm.
How many children do you have?
4 sons, 3 daughter-in-laws.
Can I ask you respectfully, how many baby fathers do you have?
2.
Read her biography. Buy her book.
15, and I got married. Met him at 17. We got married the following year, and I had 3 kids with him.
Lady, tell her to buy your book. Don't get it up for free.
Don't fucking piss me off. I'm talking to her.
Tell her buy your book.
Don't piss me off. I'm talking to her. I'm coming to you next, Durag.
Oh. I'll be honest with you. I really do try to speak from a person, an experienced person, because I've been down their road when it comes down to not having kids by guys and not taking care of their kids. Not getting wrong, my ex-husband, we never had any issue with me. We divorced and everything, but as far as his fatherhood, I can't put dents in that. But my thing is, because I had a child out of wedlock and I saw the ramifications of that, I do tell women that it truly is it's not a good deal. And although I was 15, it doesn't matter. It's still not a good deal having a kid out of wedlock. Now, thank God he turned out to be good, but because I made his father, he was there, but I also made sure that he had male role models regardless in his life. He lived with his father just like my other kids live with their dad. So I'm a stickler of allowing the fathers to raise those kids if you cannot raise them, and understand I was raising boys. It was going to be a different outcome had it just been all me in the process of them being raised, growing up. So that's why I always tell women, let the men raise these kids, especially boys. I 100% believe every man should raise his son.
I couldn't stand my dad when I was a kid. until I didn't appreciate my father until I became one. And after that, I was like, shit, that's why he said this. My father gave me some game one time. He said, listen, if you need to put a condom on, you shouldn't be fucking. My 16-year-old brain thought that meant that I should be out there hitting bitches raw. That's what I thought it meant because I'm 16. Really? He gave me the advice. I was damn near 30 before I heard it again. And it was like, oh no, I shouldn't be sleeping with someone that I have to protect myself from. Someone that I don't want to get pregnant. Someone that I think could be out here burning me and then give me something. The growth that it took then is like that. Those are the moments that makes a man appreciate the stuff that his father teaches him as a kid. Because we may not always apply them lessons, but the shit that my pops told me when I became a father, that shit was key. Because the first time you're a first-time parent, all the books in the world you can read, all the CPR courses, you can go have the dopest baby shower and get every fucking thing in the world, all the diapers you ever need. You still don't know how to be a parent. You know how to change diapers. You know how to feed a kid. You know how to sleep light. You know how to put together a bunch of baby shit, but it doesn't help you raise a child. You have to have people around you who are experienced in doing so. And the best experience a person can have is the parents that they had growing up, first and foremost, when it comes to raising kids.
And another thing too, because I am a grandmother, I do have 2 grandsons, and then my oldest son and his wife, then my second oldest son and his wife just had a daughter. So I have a granddaughter that's 10 months old. And the one thing that I know is we need family, right? Like we talk about, me and my daughter-in-law, we talk about how she really is grateful that she has the community. She has her parents, and then she has me going to take my visits up there, but they would need the support, for their marriage itself needs support from family, and then raising kids need that support as well. And I think that really does help your children have a better outcome, number one, than what you had.